What's going on, Dragon Ball fans? Welcome back to another Dragon Ball Super discussion video where today we're going to be discussing Dragon Ball Super episode 39 and the entirety of what went down in this episode. Joining me here today is Gabby and my friend MJ, Geekless TV, and Mozilla Voplex. And today, guys, we're going to be discussing Dragon Ball Super. So I wanted to know from you, MJ, exactly what we're going to be talking about because so far everything that went down in this episode was great. And I have a feeling this video is going to be really long. So I wanted to get like your full thoughts as to what we're going to discuss and your overall thoughts as to what happened.
In my opinion, I'll get you guys' opinions in a second. This is one of the best episodes, in my opinion, in the entire Dragon Ball franchise. I rank it up in the top 10. I'm talking SSJ2 Gohan's transformation, the episode of Frieza killing pretty much everyone on Namek. It's just great ass episode. Gabby, what did you think about the episode? Like, what do you rank it? Like, do you say it's in your top 5, top 10, best super episode?
Oh, I find that I know I'm going to be a bit of a not a spoil sport, but it's like I find it really hard to rank these episodes, especially because, there's just kind of one part of a story. So it's like, I feel like it makes more sense to just rank it by the story, like the entire story itself, as opposed to individual episodes. But in terms of this episode, I think it was actually, it was just really good. It got me like really excited when I was watching it. And like, honestly, most times when I'm watching Super Raw, I'm just kind of like, oh, hey, that's Super. It's a thing. Like, it's not particularly exciting, but this one was like hype, all hype.
All hype. Alex, did you have goosebumps like me watching this thing?
Dude, I mean, I'm still at awe as to what happened. I mean, granted, you can't make everybody happy because already there are people complaining about animation. There are people complaining about spots like, oh, well, Goku doesn't deserve that spot. I mean, because we already know the whole story behind that. It's just Goku always comes to save the day. But it was the way it happened that I think was well executed because during the early portion, you believed that, oh, okay, well, Goku got the best of Hit until Hit came back at him. And, dude, like, if you think about it, Goku, he got knocked down twice, and he took a lot of hits. Like, if you really pay attention to what happened, Goku took a very similar hit to, like, that Vegeta took when he got punched in the gut. And same thing with Vegeta when he went down. Goku went down the exact same way. They both went down face first. But the only difference was Goku got back up, which was a shock because like Vegeta was pissed. The Vegeta fans are gonna hate every single video that's done as of this point because their character is not featured anymore, and I understand that. But like just having us watch him in the distance and just being so angry and frustrated reminded me of when he was watching Goku fight Buu on the Supreme Kai planet. Yeah, that because he was clenching his fist. He was mad. I think this episode was great. For me, I think it was one of the best episodes. Because the overall like story of the hero coming back and trying to like just dish out as much as he can. Remember, he had a 90-10% chance of surviving this. 90% chance that he could have died performing that adaptation to incorporating that Kaioken. So he could have died, dude. So he got lucky on that one. But even with all that power that he gained, his hit's still standing, dude. Like when Goku punched him at the very end, he didn't crash into the ground or fly out of the dome. He slid. He was still on his feet. So
Yeah, that's true. Now, you brought up Hit, and Hit, in my opinion, cool character design. Overall, has cool abilities. Has a very cool voice, a great voice actor voiced him, and he just has this presence of like an overall badass. I love the fact that he'll tell you, "I'm about to kill you," but then after he knocks you out, he compliments you on your strength. You know what I mean? He
definitely.
has so, like, Gabby, what are your opinions on Hit? Do you think he's like his character? I know there's not too much to him, but I'm just talking about like his overall presence and how he's been presented so far in the last two fights.
Oh yeah, no, like yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, there's not much to him so far. Like, there's not really kind of like backstory to him. We don't really know where he came from. We just kind of know he's an assassin. He kills people, and he's pretty strong because he's an assassin. But like I am enjoying his character. Like, he's a very good just final challenge.
Yeah,
He's like obviously he's a big deal. Like, not only is he really strong, but he also has this really almost pretty broken time skip ability, and yeah, he just looks really cool. He's got a cool coat. He's got a cool like
cool
color
coat.
scheme. Yeah, no, that coat's pretty awesome. Like I'm pretty sure. I feel like eventually people are gonna start cosplaying him just so they can have like that coat.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. He would make a good cosplay outfit, but I mean, people like last week when people saw now this is I know Gabby you don't really like talking about power scaling and who's stronger and
Right,
whatever,
right. I'm not gonna deny it exists. So just go
oh,
on.
when Goku cut, when he busted open Hit in his base form, a lot of people were saying, "Oh my God, are you serious? Another weak Universe 6 fighter who's just gonna rely on his abilities." You gotta say,
Yep.
man, that wasn't the case today. He pretty much tanked a lot of what Goku with Kaioken was giving him, and he still came back for more. You know what I mean?
Which was
So
weird because like if you think about it, he got cut via base form backhand, but when Goku punched him as a Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken at towards the very end, he didn't get cut. It's just
yeah,
like logic,
Well,
man. There's no logic.
I think that the explanation given to it, I think it's just basically the longer Hit fights, the stronger he gets. Which is, I think, is a little thing that people used to give to Broly. They used to say that was
Uh
Broly's thing,
oh.
but no, like it's. I mean, I don't like. All I know is that was in like the Dragon Ball Multiverse fan comic. So it's not
Yeah.
like that's like an official thing. It's just like so. I think the whole point is the reason why Hit is still managing to keep up because he's getting progressively stronger as the fight is going on, as he's like sort of getting more experience fighting. Because like if you think about it, an assassin would not really get in a very long fight. He's trained to kill people, so he's
yeah.
trained to go in like literally kill someone in like 2 seconds, then get it over and done with. He's probably never really had an extended fight like this
I think
before.
he's trained to kill people instantly, basically, right? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, like that's honestly how his technique seems to work. He gets really close to them, then in a point one of a second, he goes and just like fatally wounds the guy, and he's like, okay, now you're dead. You couldn't have seen that coming because you didn't know I could do it.
Yeah, that's very true. Now, I mean, to the big bang of the show, which is Kaioken making its return. I'm not too sure about you, Alex, but when I was watching this and like when Goku just paused and like it was like all quiet, and then when he just said it, Kaioken and powered up, I thought that was so badass. Like, what your overall impressions of them bringing back the Kaioken and how it was portrayed here? Like, what do you think of that?
Well, it's just like I love the adaptation that they're bringing back Kaioken. It was kind of weird seeing him just use Kaioken times 10 because I could have swore like the last one he used that was probably like his highest one was Super Kaioken against Pycon. But if you don't want to count that, then the other one prior to that was 20 times Kaioken, I believe.
Yeah,
But like going back to what Gabby said about Hit's character, she's right because a lot of these guys they don't really have like background to like who they are, like what they're about. Like aside from we knowing that yeah he's an assassin, because that's what hitmen do. Like they get paid to take out the target, and this is a pretty tough target because Goku's Goku, man. And if
yeah,
if if it were any differently, I mean, I'm sure he would have got the job done, but he can't. Like he gave Goku the same shot that he did to Vegeta, and Goku got right back up. So as Gabby said, like just like Broly, he's getting stronger like as the fight drags on. So and remember,
I mean,
mind
I'm
you,
not saying like Broly. It's like what some people say about Broly. I don't even know
absolutely,
if
and
that's
and
true according to crazy movie logic.
no, absolutely, and the fact that Goku's getting weaker says a lot too. So I think Goku doesn't really have that much time here because if he needs to get the job done, he needs to do it as soon as possible. Because if not, this dude's gonna get strong enough to the point where I don't think his little Kaioken Super Saiyan Blue technique is gonna work that much. And I don't know why I thought of this, but I don't know if you guys are familiar with the movie Bloodsport, but this reminded me of like Jean Claude Van Damme versus like Chong Li because it was like
yeah,
crazy. I was like, what the hell? But
yeah,
like I think that the way this is set up is I mean it's definitely going to be ending next week, but judging based on the preview, I don't know why Beerus is so upset. And if you pause it frame by frame, you see Champa's very happy. He's crying tears of joy. So maybe Hit does get the best of Goku until Monaka probably like sneaks up behind him and just like trips him over the ring or something. We don't know because like we saw him get startled towards the end, which was like okay, what's gonna happen here? But
yeah.
I wanted to ask both of you. So, like, where do you think Goku stands now? Now that he adapted that Kaioken form into his Super Saiyan God ability, like, how strong is he compared to what he was, and compared to Vegeta and Hit right now? Because people obviously are saying, all right, he's way past Vegeta now. Like, that's why Vegeta's angry. But like, compared to Hit, do you guys think that he's stronger than Hit, or do you think that Hit is somehow, in some way, shape, or form, still stronger than him?
Do you want to go first, Gabby, or me?
I don't know.
I in my opinion, I think you hit the nail on the head with Goku getting weaker while maybe Hit staying the same or growing stronger, in my opinion. Because you might have predicted right. I mean, we saw Goku on the floor, right, and Hit was standing over him. Maybe that's not Hit's doing. Maybe that's Goku passed out from the strain on his body.
Could
Who
be.
knows? Who knows?
Yeah.
But I'm not too sure exactly where he stands. I don't want to say that he's above Hit yet because Hit was taking a lot of his punches. So, and plus, wasn't it stated that he was like holding back or he still might be holding back or something? But I'm interested to see like I want to go back and watch it with subs, and I want to see that little exchange between Beerus and Whis right after Goku transformed, because obviously something was stated there between them about Goku, and I want to go back and check that out because it looked like Whis was like fucking with Beerus, like pretty much.
I think what happened was I just like I think it was hum tweeted about it. I think what he was saying was like Beerus was just sort of like, oh wow, he's actually quite kind of strong now. And then Whis is like, oh, are you worried or something that he like if he was going to use that against you? And Beerus is like, oh no, I don't know what you're talking about.
These cats,
Okay,
I
I
tell
see.
you, I swear to God, these fucking cats always have like these attitudes towards one another.
I don't know that their attendants have just as much of an attitude, like master pupil.
Yeah, that's true. Vados
That's
has no
probably where they
chill.
get their sarcasm from.
Yeah, but it's like the opposite way around. It's like Beerus bitches out Whis and like Vados bitches out Champa.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's like what the fuck is going on?
I still remember that episode when Vados pretty much like blatantly just stated out, "Oh, you're overweight. You can't
No,
beat
she said, yeah, she
Beerus."
flat out said you're fat. She said you're fat, and he was like, I don't care, just give me my noodles.
I thought that was like
She's
so
just
funny.
flat out. She's just right there. She's like, you're fat. It's just like
But
disrespect, man.
but Gabby, I have a question for you. Vegeta and Kaioken, like, what do you think about this? Like, I know because me and you talked a lot about Vegeta in the past, so what are your thoughts on this? Like, your overall thoughts?
Like Vegeta's reaction to Kaioken,
Vegeta's reaction.
I found it really interesting to be honest. I mean, after Resurrection F and really Battle of Gods as well, we were just kind of all assumed that, Goku and Vegeta would basically always be at the same level from now on until like the end of the series. But here it's like Goku's actually getting an edge, and Vegeta's kind of pissed about that. And to
Yeah.
be fair, I think if I was Vegeta, I would have been a bit annoyed as well. It's like, hey, look at me. I finally surpassed Kakarot. I mean, I'm finally as strong as Kakarot. I have the same form as him. Everything's fine. We're going to be like equals now. And now we can go on to bigger and better things. Wait, yeah. Goku can now use Kaioken. I can't use Kaioken because I never learned it.
He's
What?
gonna kill him one. I swear to God, he's gonna snap his neck in his sleep one day. He's not gonna put up with this shit more. I'm telling you, man.
If Vegeta managed to um put up with Goku for 3 years in the Room of Spirit
I don't
and
know how
Time,
the
I
fuck. I
think
don't
he
know
can put
how
up
the
with
fuck they did that. How the
because
when was there
but
ever an
it's changed.
episode? When was there ever an episode where they spent more than just 3 minutes next to each other?
Well, to be fair, we haven't seen them for like 5 years. It's been a long time.
Yeah,
They
that's
have
true.
changed a
I'm
lot.
telling you, we need to get like an uncut version of like Vegeta walking into his house when he's sleeping and just like snaps his neck.
It's kind of messed up because didn't Trunks kind of pull the same thing on him? Trunks got stronger when they were in the time chamber
Yeah,
together.
Vegeta's like behind on times, man. Like he just doesn't fucking realize what the hell's going on around him.
the
Poor Vegeta.
the
Always second best.
the room of spirit and time doesn't do him justice. He needs to go train in the gravity chambers.
Yo, and he
Well,
trained with
yeah, like because that definitely worked before.
I mean,
Oh,
but then again, I mean, I would hope that Vegeta can use his super form again like he did against Cell, but he hasn't used that in a while. It does slow you down, but can you imagine if he used a similar
That,
technique on his
that
B
is
form?
actually, with the Kaioken and all this other stuff that are just sort of coming back. If like whatever it is, like grade 3 Vegeta came back, or was it grade 2? I don't know. The bulky
great.
Super Vegeta,
Yeah, he
whatever the
was like
big is
all
Yeah,
called.
steroided up.
yeah.
Yeah, if that came back, I kind of wouldn't be surprised at this point. If Kaioken can come back, something that has not been seen in such a long time, like the opportunities are just open at this point. Anything could come back.
No, absolutely. But
Anything.
can
I
you
mean,
imagine how
yes,
slow he'd be?
Ginyu came back. So
Oh,
Ginyu
yeah.
can come back. If the Kaioken can come back, literally nothing at this point is so old that it's never going to come back.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Uh, this is. I think I found this funny. I'm not sure if you guys will find it funny, but there was a comment. I can't remember if it was on Reddit or YouTube, but someone had posted, uh, Vegeta calls King Kai or Kai Osama, and 1 year time skip. Vegeta learns the Kaioken and infuses it, and then Goku, hey, that's cool, and he goes SSJ3 plus SSB, and then
Oh god, that would be oh god, all that hair, all of that hair.
Think about how much his pride would get damaged after that. Oh my god, man! I'm telling you, we need like a rated R version of like what goes on behind the scenes. Vegeta probably kill this man in a heartbeat. I'm
all
surprised.
the
Yo,
So
I'm
yeah,
surprised he didn't just jump down from that little like podium that he was at and just like interrupted the tournament and fucking beat the shit out of Goku for surpassing him.
because he has done the rules,
Like
kind
pause
of.
the rules, pause it, pause. Starts beating the shit out of Goku. Everybody's like, what the hell's he doing?
timeout and
But like,
everything.
but like to be honest, I don't actually think Vegeta is going to get the Kaioken. I mean, he might. I could be completely wrong, but I feel like he's not because like, if in the entire series no one else got the Kaioken, even though like like there's one of the biggest what the hell moments of the entire series. Kaio could have totally taught the Kaioken to any of the human characters or Piccolo. None of them actually know it, but if that didn't happen, if it happened that Goku was the only one who managed to learn it in the entire series, I don't think anyone is suddenly going to learn it now. It's Goku's thing.
I
Just like
agree. I agree.
the
Yeah,
Kamehameha isn't even Goku's thing. The Kaioken and the Genki Dama are Goku's thing.
yeah, but actually, there's a theory that a lot of people believe. I was talking to Mike about this from Laughing Stock Media. A lot of people think that I'm not sure if you guys remember that conversation with Piccolo and Dr. Gero, whatever you want to call him, when he tells him we've all learned to like suppress our energy and then like burst it out in short periods.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
People thought he was talking about Kaioken, so like a lot of people believe that
Oh,
King Kai did teach him
really?
that. That's what people believe. I'm not too sure if that's,
Hmm.
but in my
And
opinion, I
like
think
there's the part of the fight with Frieza, and then when they're like, why isn't Goku been using the Kaioken against Frieza? And then Kairo's like, but he's been using the Kaioken the entire time. You just didn't see it
yeah,
because it
that's
didn't
true.
have the red part. So I don't
Yeah,
know.
Just for the
yeah.
sheer fact that Hit surviving Goku's new technique is like remarkable. Because like again, when Goku punched him in the face, that could have been it. I swear to God, that could have been it. That was a direct shot. But like he didn't even fall down. He slid back really far. But like he threw his hands back up. Like this dude fought back. Like that's what I love about this character. Because normally like when someone gets like a huge power like upgrade and stuff and they fight back, the other person would like start getting the tar beat out of him. But hit he got hit, like he got punched and stuff, but like he didn't
Yeah,
drop at all. Like he just stood his ground, and even while Goku used the Kamehameha wave, like he pushed back. Like that's crazy. So again, he's growing stronger, and Goku's getting weaker. So Goku's gonna have to like kick him in the nuts or something to do fucking. He has to figure out something because he can't keep doing this, man. He's gonna die.
Yeah,
His
like this
body.
is yeah,
that's
this is
true.
pretty much yeah, it's pretty much as far as he can go. I mean, he's literally gone to he was started off as this like the weak his like sort of base form. Then he went to his newest form, and then he's like, okay, my newest form isn't working. I have to do my new secret technique on top
Yeah.
of the newest form. And now it's like if he can take this, what is going to happen? Who knows?
How funny would it be if he actually did attempt to transform and he actually ended up dying instead of just like achieving the form? Like the 90% death rate chance actually happened and he just croaked.
We were talking
Like that
about
would be
that.
a horrible. That would be just such an
That would be
anticlimax,
so
though.
hilarious. You just see Kakarot just drop. Everybody's like, "What happened? Oh, he's dead." That's it. He's finished. And then up next is
Time to go to
Uraraka.
Namek. Everyone, time to go to Namek. Let's go to Namek. Get the
That's
Dragon
it.
Balls.
Everybody, pack your shit. We're going to Namek.
Oh, you don't have to go manually because no one can teleport.
Oh yeah,
Although
that's right. Oh, they're all fucked. They're gonna be stuck on that spaceship for like a year. It's oh god.
I forgot about that, man.
I feel so bad for like Vegeta because like
Next
Vegeta's
confirmed. They're
watching
going
all this happen and he's probably wondering like, yo, this motherfucker Goku, man, I swear to God, I'm gonna cut this guy in his sleep. I mean, but Hit, like what I like about Hit is the fact that he's so serious. Like, yeah, certain things surprise him, but it's not like a desperate like, oh shit, I'm fucked kind of surprise. It's more like I can take you kind of surprise. Like no matter what you can do, no matter what like transformation you have, or no matter how hard like how high your power level goes, I'll still fucking take you. But he's still shocked. He's like, because if you look at when Goku transformed, he was glaring at him. He was like, shit. But he still has enough balls to instead of running away like people like Cell or Frieza did, this guy's taking them on head on. So that's respect to him. But I just hope
Yeah,
that they
that's true.
don't like kind of end off his character after this. Because if you think about it, after the tournament arc goes away, what's left for these characters?
The Universe 6 characters.
Yeah, like
no
what's
one
next?
knows. No one
Yeah.
knows. It could be anything. It could be literally anything.
I'm
I,
sure
I
a
mean,
lot of them are gonna go away.
I doubt like I doubt like Botamo is actually
Yeah,
going to
I
like
think
come
it's gonna be Kabe.
really
Kabe and like one
apparent.
other character.
Yeah, Kame, like if anyone's gonna come back, it's gonna be him.
I swear to God, I think Frost is
Which is
dead.
good because I feel like
Dude,
I kind of
I
like
swear to God, I
dead.
think Frost is
Such a
dead because
good character.
there was one moment where you can freeze frame one of the shots. I think in episode 37 to 36, and there's flies all around Frost. Explain that.
I thought about that. People were saying, "No way, that
Yo,
is
I
so
think he's
gross for
dead,
them."
bro. There's flies around him.
They were saying it's so gross for
That'd
them
be
to
so
keep a dead
morbid.
body.
Oh, that would be really morbid if that's the case.
There's
Oh
I
yeah,
fucking
Frost has been
flies
dead
around
this
him.
entire time.
I think Homeboy kicked the can. He's dead. I think he's dead. I'm
That's so
sorry,
funny.
bro.
That's so funny. I remember people saying that no, that's too gross. He's not dead. They wouldn't have a dead body there, but like it's hit. He's a hitman, so I'm
Yeah,
sure he's
I
used to.
mean, you wouldn't fucking know because everybody's paying attention as to what's going on. No, nobody's gonna sit there and go, "You guys smell that?" No, they're all
Actually,
focusing. They're all
actually, he's got a
focused.
point. And he doesn't even know if like people are dead or not. He's like, oh, they can't surrender. So, like, what should I do? Do I kill them? I mean, so like
And
maybe
think
all
about it.
he knows he wasn't sure if he was dead or not. It's like, are you dead or not? I'll just take your body.
No,
Here you
absolutely.
go.
And just think about it. He's had his head down for like 7 episodes now. Like he's been in the same position. I think Homeboy's dead. I'm sorry. There's flies all around him. I think he kicked the can. That's it. I think our beloved Frost is either dead and you know what? For all they know, for all they care, they probably don't even give a shit. They're just like, yeah, he was a space pirate who's gonna steal our shit anyway.
I was
Kind
thinking.
of a shame. I was kind of ashamed because I sort of wanted like after this all to be like sort of subplot about like Kaba coming back and just like trying to tell everyone that Frost is actually evil, and then like no one's believing him, and he's like, "No, guys, listen, you must help me. We've got to like revolt against Frost because he's like secretly trying to destroy us all or something."
And he ended up getting killed, and I mean, just nothing left. He had his head down, his flies all around him. It's just funny. But what I'm really waiting for to see is Zamara, the dragon from the.
Oh yeah,
Oh
like
yeah, that's right.
is that actually the dragon or is it just the
No,
guy who made the dragon?
that's the creator. That's the the original dragon.
The dragon god, right? Or is that like a
Yeah,
But
fan name?
it's
the
like
dragon god.
it's like the dragon Earth Dragon Balls were made by Kami, but they're not made by Shenlong. So that was just confusing me. Is Zarama the actual dragon or is he the guy who just
No, yeah,
made the super dragon?
he's the dragon god. But then again, that also raises the questions as to who made those Dragon Balls.
We
Yeah,
don't know. Yeah, we
that's
Like
true.
don't
who made
know.
Beerus? Who made Whis? What's logic?
I'll have to look at episode 31 again to see what Zuno says because I can't remember it like word by word now.
They never
I feel
explained
like
that.
I feel like they were saying it was made by Zarama, and then like I think Zarama is the dragon god. I can't remember. Maybe he both made them and is them. Don't know. Well, I guess we'll see
Yeah,
because
the
spoilers.
god
There are
of the
some
Yeah,
episode
dragons.
titles where say they are going to use the Super Dragon Balls. So
No, definitely like
yeah, that's
the
true.
god of the
We'll
dragons.
find out in 2 weeks.
That's true. That's
But who
true.
in the hell made everybody else is the question because you can't just have something pop out of nothing,
But
really.
all of well, I mean, how did the universe was the universe created? Who created the universe? Oh God, I'm actually like going into
Yo,
like
I mean, if
actual
you think about
bullshit
it, like
here.
Dragon Ball Super has gone in like so scientific because there's like a whole bunch of shit that you have to ask yourself. It's like, all right, you have gods of destruction, you have Whis' species, and we don't even know what the fuck they are. They're just there. They don't
Yeah,
want to even explain themselves. It's like when you ask them, it's just like, oh yeah, we're
just
just the
waste.
bitch assistants. Like you're gonna have that's like having a hitman for a maid.
Yeah, that's kind
You
of true.
can't. It's just it doesn't click. But like I've always wondered what are Beerus' species? Like where the fuck did you come from? Like because you have to have origins. Like everything has an origin. Like every
Well, I
single.
mean, like with like Majin Buu, like he kind of has an origin. He's sort of made by wizards,
That was
and then later on, there's that
it's,
reason. There was an interview where Toriyama's
yeah,
like, "Oh no, Majin Buu has existed since time
yeah,
immemorial,
exactly.
and
Yeah,
Babidi
Because
just
first he
kind
was
of
made by
summoned
Bippity, and
him."
then he was
So
always
it
there.
doesn't actually. So like these characters don't necessarily need backstory. Where does Frieza come from? Who knows? He's Frieza. I mean, obviously he comes from King Cold, but where does King Cold come from? No, he's some guy. Okay, he's some mutant guy who's just really powerful. Where does I mean? Well, no, Cell has an explanation. I mean, Piccolo kind of has an explanation, kind of, but like originally, like before all the like alien stuff. Where was Piccolo? I don't know. He was just this guy, this demon god. He was this god, and he became a demon as well.
But that also goes back to like Kabe's people because they predate Vegeta's like ancestry because like we
Yeah.
do know where Vegeta stems from, but then looking back at Kabe's race, they stem further back than even the Saiyans from Universe 7. So it's like shit. At least we know like how they originally formulated like and how they looked.
Well,
But
I think like they're still the same period of time. It's just they ended up being really like there was some kind of I don't know if it was like a butterfly effect thing or if it was just like in that universe they just had slightly different genetic makeup, but things
Yeah.
changed. It involved their planet not being destroyed by them being idiots and everyone being seemingly being nice guys.
I,
Yeah,
I, I
that's true.
think I think after following this episode, I think the grand finale of Super just might be Goku working his way up to the top to fight Beerus one more time.
Maybe, but I
Either
mean,
either him or Whis.
It would be a good way to bookend the series. It starts off with Goku fighting Beerus and it ends with Goku fighting Beerus.
Yeah, because
But at the same
that's
time,
the
it's like
benchmark.
if you want to explore things that aren't related to Beerus in some way, it's kind of reductive. It's like the final battle of Naruto being like starting off with like whatever the hell, like a whole bunch of stuff, and then ending with Naruto and Sasuke, meaning that basically no matter what, the final everything was building up to Naruto versus Sasuke. And if you don't care about Naruto versus Sasuke, then well, you're gonna be a bit disappointed.
yeah, that's true. I mean, the thing is though, like, I know you're familiar with Marvel, Alex. So,
Yep.
like, having people like the Beyonders, you know what I mean? Like, the people like that inside the Dragon Ball universe. I
Yep.
think that's cool. I know Danny had mentioned, well, yeah, but they sometimes get challenged, which is true. I kind of don't ever really want to see Goku or Vegeta surpass Whis or Beerus. Now, that's just my opinion
Yeah,
because I
me
remember
either,
when
man.
Yeah.
like when Z ended, a lot of people were like, okay, so they beat the demon of Universe 7. They beat the monster of Universe 7. They're the strongest in the universe. It was kind of boring, and then the whole thing of Goku waiting for a kid to be reincarnated, just to fight him. It was like, where do you really go from here? At least now they have two people who are always going to be above him. Because look at Whis, the dude can heal. He can open dimensions with his staff. He can block Vegeta and
This
Goku's
all stems
punches.
back from Dragon Ball because I'll never forget when Jackie Chun, Master Roshi, when he was disguised and he told Goku and Krillin, he was like, no matter how strong you may think you are, no matter how strong, like
Yes,
there's always
yes,
There's
there's
always someone
always going to
stronger.
be people stronger than you, and that's
yes.
that's
Yeah.
what motivated Goku. He was like, really? And then that's what fucking motivated the kid to
Besides,
start fucking punching innocent people. Like he punched the fuck out of Monaka. I stood it to this day, man.
that's
Imagine, picture this scenario. You guys are going to like this party, or you going to this gathering, and like there's like some fuck that introduces himself to you, right? And then just out of the blues, like 3 seconds later, you just get decked right in the face, like dead center, right in your nose. Like that's Goku for you. Like he goes around punching people. He wanted to fight Champa when he first met him. Like he was like, oh, how strong are you? And Beerus is like, yo, shut the fuck up. Like yo, just shut the fuck up. Like for once, Vegeta's the quiet one because
like
Vegeta knows.
that's basically what Beerus is like after Goku punches Monaka. He's just like, what did I just say? What did I
Exactly. He's like,
literally
yo,
just
why are you?
say?
And then
Don't.
even when he was on the sofa when Monaka was quote unquote meditating, Goku walked up to him. He's like, I really want to fight him. And then Beerus is like, why are you picking a fight with your own team? The fuck is wrong with you? Go away. He just slapped him into the ground. Like it was funny because Goku's like, all right, you know what? I don't really care about the other team. I want to fight my own team members. And Beerus is like, what's wrong with you fighting the wrong people?
Uh, I just like that just tells you the two different personalities of Goku and Vegeta. Like Vegeta was there paying attention to Goku, watching him, rule like cheering him on, watching him fight. And then as soon as Goku gets up to the top, he's like he wants to start a fight with his own team.
Yo, dude,
like,
yeah,
hey,
but like also, I just feel as if Champa should definitely fight somebody. Like I think that all right, we've got a display as to how Beerus fights and what he's all about. But what about
yeah,
Champa's fat ass? Like I think that if Goku fights Beerus, I think it'll be more than fitting to have Vegeta fight Champa in a way, right? Or what do you guys think?
yeah, that,
I don't know. I mean, maybe someone from Universe 6 would be more fitting to have them fight Champa, but you
I
know.
mean, personally, I would love to see Beerus and Champa fight, but according to their little
yeah,
rules, they'll
Yeah, they
start
can't
they'll
they
just
can't
start
fight because
destroying
yeah, they'll
everything.
literally destroy everything.
But
I can kind of imagine like Champa being just this character who's like, yeah, he's just like obviously he's just got lots of power, but then eventually he's just like I can't be bothered. It's like,
Yeah, I know. I
Vados,
can
come
see
over
him
here.
like getting all
Can I have some
tired
food?
and getting all hungry and shit, and like Vados is like, "Yo, you're fat. You don't have no stamina."
We kind of got way off topic here, but here,
That's right.
fuck it, here, yeah, fuck it. Here's a question for you guys. I asked you and Danny the same question last week, so Alex, I'm gonna ask you this question. We know from spoilers that someone walks onto the stage or into the ring while Ciampa's about to, execute all of his men. So, who do you think that person is? A lot of
Oh,
people say it's Monaka still.
you didn't see it? You didn't see like the reveal? Yeah, like I don't know if you paid attention to what. Yeah, did you
Oh,
see who it was?
no, I didn't see who it
Ladies and
was.
gentlemen, Yamcha.
This guy.
No, you think I'm bullshitting you? It's fine. It's alright.
Oh, you got me, bro.
I'll
You
have the
got me.
last laugh. Think
Yeah,
about it, man.
Yamcha did mention to Beerus that it's like just I'm one of the strongest guys here.
Yeah, like he's always talking
Best.
shit behind like fucking Oolong's back, and everybody's just always saying some shit. He's gonna be the one guy to grow balls, and he's gonna swerve us all, and we're all gonna be there like, oh
I,
shit.
I was gonna joke that no, guys, it's totally Gohan, and he showed up and he's been trading, and
No,
now
it's
he's like
Broly.
missing
He's
most.
underneath the ring the entire time.
Old school wrestling,
Broly's
bro.
No,
underneath the ring.
Broly's been hidden in the nameless planet the entire time. He's
Why
been
why do you
sealed in the
think why do
planet.
you think that why do you think the ring is like so high up? Because it's on Broly's back. He's just laying there. He's just waiting his time. He's biding his time. He's gonna come out, Kakarot. Like what the fuck? Where did you come from? I don't know. Like that's a good question. I think it's gonna be Monaka's little ass. Cause like who else is left? I mean, Gohan. He can't get there because number one, you need the cubicle to get there because it's way too far. And number
Yeah,
two, he's just not gonna fucking be there. So like it's got to be
Yeah,
somebody amongst that group.
he's not.
I think
yeah,
it's gonna
that's
be
true.
Monaka, but it's not gonna be a fight. I just think he's just gonna be like, "Hey, stop!" like that kind of shit. He's not gonna.
Hey, if you don't kill these guys, I'll give you some
Or
food.
maybe the whole thing about Monaka being weak could be a lie too. Because remember, the lie could be a lie. Because
Yeah, yeah.
you know
That's
they, they,
true.
I
they
had the
lied
idea
twice
that
about
maybe.
Frost.
Yeah, no, I had the idea that maybe like Monica actually is strong, and Whis knows that, but Beerus doesn't.
No, exactly. Like what if
So
Yeah,
so it's so it's like Beerus is just thinking he's this random guy. Monica Whis knows he's actually like really strong, but he's not telling Beerus just to fuck with him.
exactly like
yeah,
reverse psychology? Like what if everybody's like, "Oh, this is like the nerd of the classroom," but then when he takes his glasses off, like it just becomes a whole different person. So like, what if he
I
does
mean
step
that's
up?
kind of
Like what if he does step up and Beerus is like, "No, get him out of there. He's an amateur." And the next thing you know, Monaka starts fucking shit up. It's just like, and then Beerus is like, what? Where did this come from? And it's just Whis again. Whis can be like, well, you little skinny
I
bitch, you didn't want to listen to me, so.
that
it's
could be
crazy. I
true.
have no idea. It could actually be anything. Like there's nothing for us to really speculate about. Everything's just kind of even in
Oh,
that episode, like this episode is the next episode preview. Like the episode is just like the episode where someone shows up in the ring, but there's no like Goku isn't like having any sort of indication as to what happened. It's just so we don't know what's going to happen.
it could be
I'm so
Trunks.
excited.
Future Trunks could come with his cop patrol or his time patrol, and they come arrest him for skipping time. Could happen. Could
Could
happen.
be
That
anything.
would be very different because like nobody would really be expecting him to come by. But then again, it's like people will wonder like, all right, what are you doing here at this particular time? Like, what do you want? You've been missing
Yeah.
throughout the entire Boo saga and all those years after, and now you want to show up? Why?
Uh,
Yeah, that's
I
true.
just I just needed a place to stay.
It's like, yeah, guys.
Look,
So my future's kind of fucked up again. I need help. They
I
I
just
mean,
do
just still
so
want to
much.
be really
Like
powerful,
I don't know if it
guys.
concerns you, but like what do you think is gonna happen after this? Because like once this
I have
tournament
no,
stuff goes away, what
I
then?
don't. I have no idea. I've been thinking, and I have no idea. It could actually be literally anything.
yeah, it could be.
I
Remember,
wouldn't say anything because like by anything you're talking about like a giant mutant turkey coming out of nowhere like trying to fight off our fighters.
No, it could. I mean, if you think about just like how
God of
random sometimes
turkeys.
some of these arcs show up, like Frieza saga, like when Trunks showed up, no one like we really expecting. Okay, so after the next arc after Frieza gets defeated, Frieza comes back. Then he gets killed by some guy with a sword, who is also a Super Saiyan and is also Bulma and Vegeta's son from the future, and he's come to warn everyone that there are killer cyborgs going to come. Like
Yo,
no one would have
Goku was
expected
gonna
that.
blow that fucking lid right wide open because when he first found out that was their kid, he was like, "Bulma's your mother." And he said it so loud. I was like, "Yo, shut the fuck up! You're just gonna make things so obvious."
yeah, that's
Just
true.
like, yeah, because like when you see this stuff. And after the Boo saga, at the end of the Cell saga, like, could you imagine? Okay, cool. Look, Gohan defeated Cell. Okay, so Gohan's now the main character. He's the hero, whatever. So what's gonna happen? Okay, we're going to time skip 7 years ahead when Gohan is a teenager and he is going to high school.
That's true.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
like,
true.
who would have predicted that? Who could
Anything
have
can
possibly
happen.
predicted that? Anything can happen.
I
That's true.
think that Gohan will definitely be saved for like the next arc because like they won't just have because they're all gonna come back and he's gonna be like, so how'd it go? And they're all gonna be like, shut up, like you're still weak.
Yeah.
So I think that he's gonna have more of an important role because I thought throughout this entire tournament him, Goten, and Trunks are gonna look like the last Dragon Ball with Bulma because like think
Oh
about it, like
yeah.
the last Dragon Ball is missing, like who the fuck has it? So whoever wins, it doesn't matter who wins, you're still not gonna have the last Dragon Ball because it's in between Universe 6 and Universe 7. So where is it?
Yep.
We don't know.
Yeah,
So
that's
it
true.
might be one of two scenarios. They might actually all go out looking for the Dragon Ball, like Goku, Vegeta, whoever, or they might take up Kabe's offer and go to Universe 6 to find out who's causing all these wars and like all that. Because remember, like Universe 6 is like ravaged with wars.
I mean, I thought it was just like maybe Frost was just always funding them behind the scenes, but it could be something else. It could always be something else.
I actually wouldn't mind that because as much as Beerus is one of my favorite characters, so I like him a lot. But as much as I like Beerus and Whis, I wouldn't mind them getting written out of the storyline for a little while. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing them pop up like in little episodes, like
Yeah.
eating or something, like them like just doing their thing. They're them being savages, but. I don't really want to see them like a main thing of the story arc and the whole Kaba going to Vegeta saying, "Hey, can you come to my universe? There's something going on." That's a good way to get him out of there because Goku and Vegeta will go because they're interested, but that's not Beerus's and Whis' problem. They're gonna say, "Yeah, go do what you're gonna
Yeah.
do."
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
yeah,
that's
they
true.
had that. Do you have good food in Planet Sadler? Not necessarily.
I
Why the
definitely
hell
want to
should I
see
care?
as that's happening. I would love to see like Beerus and Whis return home, and then Beerus kind of looks at Whis. He goes, "Whis, we need to continue our training." It's like what? Like if Goku's gonna train and to try to defeat me, I think because we've never seen Beerus train. I mean, does he have to? We don't know. But how cool would it be to see him train with his master?
Yeah,
That
that
would
would be
actually
cool.
be such a cool idea.
Yeah, that would be cool. I would like to see that happen.
Because like
That would
that
be
that's
really
his protege. Like he even told Goku in Battle of Gods in the movie when he was like, "Yo, I've learned everything from this guy." So like for once when they come back, Whis is like, "So were you impressed by what you saw at the tournament?" And Beerus is like, "No." The reason for that is because now I want my share cut in the training, and now I want to do my thing and try to like just be prepared for the worst. Because like because Goku caught up big time. I mean, he's not as strong as him, but like he's getting there. So I don't think Beerus wants to afford that. So I'm sure like that'd be really cool if like they did like a little like training session to where like instead of having it be the same outcome to where how Goku and Vegeta fought Whis and Whis was knocking them out, perhaps maybe like Whis is attempting to knock out Beerus but he can't catch him or something. Like it would be really interesting to see like how Beerus would really like fare off against Whis like at
I
just
would love to see that, bro. That's a great idea. But the thing is, like, what makes it challenging is because how do you train someone like Beerus? The dude wakes up and when he sneezes, he destroys
Yeah, but
planets. Like
remember, like
that's
even when Whis was showing off his speed, remember when he told Goku and Vegeta, he was like, "It's a technique that not even Lord Beerus has mastered yet." Learning
oh
how to,
yeah,
Oh
learning how to,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, that's true.
learning how
true.
to like allowing your limbs to think for their own. Like you don't, you just go with the natural flow of things. You just can't predetermine your attacks. And he even told both Goku and Vegeta in the movie, he was like, "Not even Lord Beerus has mastered it yet." So what does that tell you?
Yeah, that's true.
Fear is still the way to go.
He has a way
Yeah,
to go as well. But
that's
that
true.
also begs the question, like, what is Whis? What like there has to be. You can't just be a bitch
No,
slave.
no. You can. I mean, sometimes I feel like if you give these explanations, the explanations are not going to match up to what everyone was speculating
And don't get
about,
me wrong,
and
it's
it's just going to be
cool.
disappointment. It's going to be like midi chlorians, okay? Like sometimes you don't have to wonder what the force is. Just accept it. It's the force.
That's true. That's true. And Anakin was one of them.
So, are you guys gonna be like extremely upset if we don't see Wiz fight at least once in this
Dude,
whole?
like I think, yo, you're gonna introduce these characters, right? At least have them fight one time, just one time. Like, I think a threat needs to arise to where it forces even someone like Whis to step in, because like, if Beerus can't handle it, if Goku and Vegeta can't handle it, perhaps maybe the Guardians of the Gods can do it, because technically they are the
Guardians
Guardians
of
of
the
these Gods of
Galaxy.
Destructions. And
Guardians of the
Vados was
Galaxy.
well, Vados was also said to be what a little stronger than when Whis. So
Roughly, apparently.
Yeah,
Oh, well, I mean, a lot of people are speculating that Bardos is going to be a villain later on.
I want to see
He
Champa
should
hit
be.
the gym. I think
Well,
I.
you can't do that because then he's gonna look just like Beerus. How are you supposed to tell them apart if they're not
Oh
both
God,
fast?
can you imagine if there's another god out there, a much muscular version of those two, like another cat, and he's just all ripped up,
Oh my god.
or it might be like a female version of them, like a sister. Can you imagine that? Oh God, that'd be even that'd be funny, like a female. If Beerus is like, yeah, it's my sister. Yep, yeah.
Oh my god. Can you imagine like this
But
whole
like again,
thing?
like people have been often talking about, well, Dragon Ball Super is gonna be under like I think like 65 episodes. I don't think that's the case. I think this thing's gonna go on
Where
to
did
like
people
probably
think of that
200.
number from?
It's weird. If you go to these Dragon Ball forums, people are just like, yeah, it's definitely gonna be under 100, under 70, but there's no proof of
It
that.
was
I like with all the
Yeah.
material. Oh my God, with all the material, man, you can go on with this for a long, long time, and you don't have to have Akira keep doing everything because Toyotaro just did this episode, you know. So like, Toyotaro's, I think he's gonna be like the
like,
savior of this because if Akira can't
what do
do it
you
no longer, you have him.
what do you mean he did this episode?
Like he was the one that produced and was behind this episode 39 with Goku and
I
Hit.
think no, he wasn't. Toyotaro just does the manga.
No, but he was
I think you're
he had
confusing him with
influence to the episode.
Yamamuro.
No, but he
I
had
confusing
influence to
with
the episode.
like did he? I didn't see anything that said that, but
I could have swore I have to go double check, but I could have swore I said that Toyotaro had somewhat of an influence to the episode. So even if
I've
that's the case,
I
he
haven't seen anything
no, yeah,
about
he's
that. But
writing it, he's doing everything. So like, why not have him continue?
Hmm.
Because there is a lot of material. You don't just mention 12 universes and not go along with something here.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, you can not do anything, but it will be disappointing because people do speculate about what all the other 12 universes would be like with the other 11.
Oh,
We already know what.
that'll be a conversation that'll drag on for like years.
Yeah,
Remember
that's
how
Well,
true.
you know,
Dragon Ball
like
AF,
basically, yeah. Even if
like Dragon Ball AF
even if
dragged on for like years. Imagine this.
like no, but like I think my conclusion is yeah, Dragon Ball Super is going to keep going until it just stops making money.
You think so?
And at this point, yes, that's what I think. That is what I think is going to happen. They're going to just keep asking like Toriyama, being like, okay, can you have like, all right, well, how do you have like a rough plan of like what's happening now, what's going to happen then, what's going to happen for next like maybe 3 years or so, and if the merchandise sales don't continue that long, we'll end on like this certain arc or this certain arc. But other than that, if it keeps going, we'll keep going. Like I feel like that's what happened with Kai. Kai ended early because the merchandise sales were not very good. Not because like they'd run out of material. They could have easily remastered the Buu Saga as well. And in fact, like they still had the Buu Saga remastered later on. So Dragon Ball Super is going to keep going as long as it keeps making money. And considering how high Toei's forecasts are with some of the merchandise sales, I think it's going to keep making money for quite a while.
Definitely. But
True.
do you think they're gonna go past the Oop story?
Uh,
So that is the big question. No one really
I hope
knows.
because like
Yeah,
because that shit it's still there. That last
yeah.
episode of
The
Dragon Ball Z
only
is still there.
it's just yeah, the only problem is just the GT issue because like are they going to officially say no, this is what happens after Oob, everything that happened in GT doesn't exist.
That would have been funny if GT was like an alternate universe that these dudes travel in. That's like universe
I
3 or something. They get
feel
there
like a whole bunch of people
and
thought of like Universe 6 was like the GT universe
oh
and it's like
yeah, and like
like Super Saiyan 4.
Vegeta looks at Goku's like, why are you covered in fur? And then he's like, oh well, what do you why do you have blue hair? Like what the fuck is going on? Like why are you so hairy? Why can't I feel your power? What the hell? Like that would be some shit.
that would be kind of funny.
Like Pan
Can someone just
encounters
make that
Goku.
like a comic?
Like
Can
can you
someone just
imagine
make that
that?
like a
Like GT Pan encounters Super Goku and she runs up to him like Grandpa, and Goku's all confused because remember Pan's not born. So like she's hugging him and shit. Goku's like
I
who are
mean,
you
she's
again?
not.
Like that. I'm
She's
telling
not.
you, like that'd be funny. Like I mean, but then again, that'll also bring in the whole notion of oh GT's canon. Look, because it'll be
Yeah, yeah.
introduced in it.
It's like it's just like yeah, that is the problem. So basically, I feel like they are just going to go on like comic book time and just kind of keep stretching these years for as long as they possibly can.
Oh
I
my
mean, there's a
god.
reason they haven't. There's a reason they haven't mentioned anything about Bra, which is pissing off a lot of people. I mean, I don't care too much, although it would be cool to see her. But like, it's a reason why they're not particularly caring about her getting born is because like I don't think they want to really talk about time passing if possible. Like
Yeah.
the only thing that as an indication is Pan being born, and they only put that in there because that was in Battle of Gods, and they only put that in Battle of Gods because it would just be a really cute little moment.
Yeah, that's true.
Who's
But
booking
I'm
all this, man?
but my problem though with them in the end is with Oob, because if you go back and watch that, I can't remember in the manga exactly how it's portrayed, but I know in the actual episode, Vegeta is actually really surprised at how strong Oob is, and he's like complimenting him. And he's saying he's getting stronger, and then Goku is like, trying to like really amp it up to keep up with him while he's in his base. I mean, you would think at that time period, because we're gonna skip ahead a few years from now, you would think at that time Oob would be like a fly to Goku. It's like I don't see how.
Yeah, that's the big question. How is Goku threatened by Oob now that
Yeah,
he has
it's
God powers? But that's been the thing. That has been an issue ever since Battle of Gods, and it's still going to be an issue. And I
yeah,
mean,
that's true.
basically, like sometimes I wonder if Toei or Toriyama or someone is just gonna like drop the ball and just say like, okay, this is what happened. This is what's happening in the epilogue now. This is what happens. What's happening after the epilogue now. But I feel like they're not going to do that because the longer they can keep every version existing, the easier it is for them.
No,
Yeah,
I definitely agree with Gabby because so as long as like they continue to earn money, they'll keep going. But that also begs the question. It's like how far are they willing to go? Because if we don't get what we want as fans, you won't get what you want from us, and that's our money, right? So the more you produce, the
Yeah.
more you'll get from us in a way. Because
The difference is, the people. Well, obviously we buy merchandise, but the people who they're aiming all the merchandise for, like there's the niche older fans, and then there's the children. The children will
absolutely.
probably accept everything that is thrown in front of them until unless things start getting just stale and formulaic, in which case maybe they won't care. But then again, it's like Super Sentai has been going on for like over 30 years, and it's had like the same formula the whole time. So this could keep going. Like, I don't think
yeah,
this is going to go like it's going to be that long, or even like, something like Case Closed, Detective Conan. Like, that's also, I think that still goes on, and there's like other shows that also keep going. I don't think they're going to go that long because maybe Toriyama eventually will just get tired and just be like, actually, I think we should just stop. And then they
yeah,
would be like, okay, you know what? It is starting to lose steam, so let's just stop. But at the
yeah.
same time, it could theoretically go on for a very long time.
So what would you guys have like the be all end all like finale for this then? If you were doing it, because it could be as we said, Goku versus Beerus one last time, or it could be something else. Like if you were writing this, or if you guys were like behind this, and you guys had to do like the final like arc, the final story behind this before like it all ends, like incorporating everything that we've seen, incorporating like the things that we haven't seen still, and adding all that into it, like what would your perfect like outcome or like perfect scenario be? Like what would be like the perfect finale for you? Because everybody has like their own like because some people definitely want to see fusions return, some people want to see like all sorts of crazy stuff, but like for you, like what would be your perfect finale to end off Dragon Ball?
Hmm. Gabby, go.
I mean, for me, like basically that is like an entire separate video topic in of itself. But
Yeah,
like I think really my rough thing right now is just kind of almost similar to what GT did, just trying to find a way to just retire Goku's character for good. Also, so that way you don't need to have Masaku Nozawa like keep playing, like having to voice the main character all the time.
Yeah.
Just trying to make a way so that the show can still keep continuing, like
yeah.
to give a final send off to all the characters we know, but also make it so that the show could theoretically keep continuing and not have to be tied to the previous voice actors.
Yeah, that's true. I would love to see Goku and Vegeta work together finally, and no, not fusion. I just mean work together, like hand to hand combat against someone. Like I know you guys are familiar with Naruto and stuff. Like when you watch Sasuke and Naruto do their combos together, and they do their, they toss someone up, Naruto lands him down, Sasuke slices him with the sword. Like One Piece too does that, where Luffy or Zoro and Sanji will work together. So it's like I would love to see Goku and Vegeta actually just tag team someone and just like tear them apart. In my opinion, that's
That'd be
me though.
good. I mean, that'd be great. I mean, for me, aside from Beerus and Goku, because I think that'd be great. Um, like just something tells me like behind all of these beings and deities and stuff, there has to be one deity that governs everyone else. Because like you can't just have 12 of them like doing their own thing without there being like a set of laws.
I
Because
mean, you can, but
well, yeah, you can, but like also I would like for there to be like one enemy, as you just said, like for Goku and Vegeta like to work together, for them to overcome. Then again, like that would also mix in with like why that being is doing what he's doing for them to have Goku and Vegeta team up to fight him. But
Yeah.
I think a fitting end would be having Goku, have one final showdown against Beerus, or as you said, having 2 versus 1, why not have Goku and Vegeta this time fight off Whis again, just like during their training sessions, except they're gods now, Super Saiyan gods, and they're fighting him in that kind of form. Maybe he could withstand, maybe he can. I mean, again, like that because they've grown like ever since like they're training with him and stuff. So that could because that's technically like their master right now. So maybe let's see if the proteges can surpass the master this time, even if it is 2-on-1.
Can you imagine if they did like a Rocky thing where Whis powers up and then Goku and Vegeta power up and they're like about to collide and clash and then it just ends right
Or
there.
it just ends right there, like the Apollo. Oh my God, would that be a slap to the face?
You never know who wins. You never know who what.
Yo, that would be like the biggest, like, oh my God, riots would ensue.
well,
That would fucking.
something like that kind of happens in the Dragon Ball Online. Apparently, there's a thing where it's basically that at like at when Goku and Vegeta are getting old, they just Goku beckons Vegeta and they realize their end is coming. They beckon Vegeta for final battle, and then like centuries later, then there's like shockwaves that are discovered that were like thought to be like remnants from their final battle, but it was like their
Ah,
final battle to like for them like they're both dying kind of thing. So no one
one.
no, you didn't know who won in that fight. It was just kind of like this fight to end all fights and end their lives, and yeah.
I-
Yeah,
I'm I'm
well,
like I'm like picturing old man Goku and old man Vegeta slapping each other with canes.
oh well, man, we've talked for about 51 minutes. All right, so much for the 20-minute video.
So much for that.
Yeah, right.
Best
20
joke.
20 turned into
Best joke.
50.
Yeah. Well,
Well, we're going on Namek time. Don't worry.
We have a way to go to be on Namek.
well, to go back to episode 39 and talk about that, I was telling Gabby off air, Alex, that and she sort of agreed, but kind of shot me down. But it was Hit and Goku. I'm not sure if you noticed this, but when Goku powered up and did the whole Kaioken thing, and he hit and hit him in the air, and then hit him, and then he teleported back to the ground and did the Kamehameha. Put his hand out, and I was telling Gabby that reminded me so much of the Namek scene when Goku did that to Frieza when he kicked him in the air, then he did the Kamehameha, and then he put his hand out to block it. I thought that
Yes,
was
yes,
like
I
really
remember that.
cool. I thought that was like really cool. I'm not sure if they were trying to pay homage to that or if they were just doing it or if it was. But I just want to know, like, did you see that? Like, did you think it was cool? I mean, oh my god. But there was like a lot of other things too, like with the whole Kaioken. Like, did you think they were like trying to pay homage to that? With the whole flashbacks to that, and then Gabby had mentioned that when Goku shot the Kamehameha, it almost looked similar to when he did it against Vegeta as well. Like, what did you think of that?
I think that they're definitely paying homage to a lot, which is good because a lot of these like newer fans they're not entirely like familiar with like what we grew up with.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome for them to introduce Kaioken again because I really thought it was gone. Like at a certain point in my life, I was like, man, they're never gonna bring that up. They have Super Saiyan 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever the fuck. Like there's no reason to
Well,
bring
what's
that.
Super Saiyan 6?
They got no fuck. Actually, like in the fan fiction world, that actually exists, and you'd be surprised because
I know 5 exists from like
yeah,
AF
six
stuff.
existed because it's weird because Goku fought Vegeta as Super Saiyan 5s, and ironically enough, Goku's getting the best of him, and supposedly in this little fanfic, Vegeta just hit a point where in order to unlock Super Saiyan 6, it's all emotion, it's nothing physical, it's all mental. He achieved it for like a minute or two and nearly killed Goku, and that was it. But aside from that, just like the actual technique, I was like,
This is why I
I
don't
didn't
care
think it
about
was
that
gonna
kind of
show up
fan
again. I was
fiction.
just like. But when I saw it, I was like, holy shit! Like it looked great because like Goku had 2 auras. Like that was fucking amazing. Like you had the Super Saiyan Blue aura, which was around him, and you had like that
Yeah.
red Kaioken like flame all around him. It was great. I just really hope, I truly hope that they do something with the whole Super Saiyan 2 and 3 thing because we see Super Saiyan 3 in the intro, right? I'm not going crazy here. Like we see Goku turn into a Super Saiyan 3 every single intro for Dragon Ball Super, but it's never shown thus far. Why? It's like why?
That's like saying, that they show like Ultimate Gohan in the intro, but like after Resurrection F, that never comes back.
Yeah, it's like, so why even show it off in the first place? You could have
Well,
replaced it with something else.
I think it was because like at the status quo at that moment when Super started, Super Saiyan 3 was the most powerful thing he had. So that's why I think.
You ought to
I
change
think.
that now because there is no way. Replace him with like Jocko or something.
Well, Jocko's already there. He's just sitting around.
They have like that one scene and it pisses me off because I'm looking at Goku and I'm like, why are you lying? Why are you lying to us? You're not gonna do that again. Why are you lying?
It's like so funny how Jocko's become like such a main character. I guess he won't be a main character, but he's like a influential character to the point to where he helped them figure out that Frost was cheating. He helped them figure out Hit's technique. It's like, wow, you know what I mean? You have
Well,
all
he
these
has those
guys
eyes,
here.
man.
It's true, but it's like, you have Piccolo there, you have Whis there, you have, like, it's just like funny that he's the one who's helping the most in this tournament, to Goku and Vegeta, in
I
my
feel
opinion.
so bad for Piccolo. If you look at the entire just premise of this tournament, it's really been five. It's been 5-on-2. Let's be realistic here. It's been 5-on-2.
Yeah,
It
that's true.
hasn't been 5-on-5, 5-on-4, 5-on. It's been 5-on-2. Goku and Vegeta versus everyone else. Piccolo went in there just to get smacked up.
Or
God,
poison.
like for real, man. You could have put him up against Botamo and then have Botamo beat, have Piccolo beat Botamo and then someone beats Piccolo. But like they threw in Piccolo and they were like, you know what? Let's just murder this dude. Let's just stab him. Like they fucking frost
He's
blew a hole in
not
his
dead,
chest.
but
I was like, what the fuck? Why even have him there? What is he there for? Motivation? What is he there for? To be a
Motivation.
what is he there for? And wait, hold on. Actually, I swear to God, now that we're bringing this up, since we're talking about like who that mystery person might be to show up in front of Champa to stop him, isn't Boo still sleeping at the desk?
I just thought
yeah.
about that.
Isn't Boo still fucking sleeping on that desk? What if something burst his bubbles and he just gets up?
Can you imagine he turns Chomp into candy? That would be.
Oh my God. Or like
Someone give me candy. He's like, I've been sleeping for so long. Someone give me food.
technically, or like absorbs him or something. Like you never know. Because I'm like, wait a minute. Since this fat fuck has been out the entire tournament, what if like finally he just gets awoken and he just steps up? He's like, no. Because remember, Hercule's there and Champa's threatening to kill everybody. That includes Hercule, right? And that's like Boo's like BFFFF. So
Oh no, I think he just wants to kill Universe 6, but you got a point there. If he's sleeping and Champa starts, powering up, who knows? I
and
mean,
like he's threatening to kill Hercule because Hercule's like that's his Boo thing right there, man. He's not gonna let his Boo die.
oh, you remember when Beerus powered up, even though Boo couldn't sense him, Boo still charged him,
Yeah,
he still wanted to fight him.
Yeah, he stood his ground. He was like, "Yo, Hercule's my friend, bro. I'm not gonna let you hurt him." And his fat ass
No.
got thrown into the ocean. Speaking of color adaptations, because I'm thinking about what Gabby said, why does everybody have like the color scheme of purple or pink? Hit is purple slash like dark purple.
It's
Beerus,
funny thing
Champa,
about this.
Boo,
It's a
the fucking dome barrier around it. It's nearly purple. It's like what's wrong with the pink is purple stuff?
funny thing is, yeah, it's kind of a trope that like, because I mean, this is probably subconscious. I don't think this was Toriyama's intention or anyone's intention, but like purple, purple is kind of associated with royalty and power because like it was really difficult to get the dyes back in like the what like 1300s or whatever. So like, because it was really expensive, so only the royalty could have purple. So maybe that's kind of how where the association came from.
Oh,
Maybe
okay. All right. Just kind of like keep the color scheme of royalty. I see
like
what you're saying.
not I think like because of that, then purple became associated with royalty, and then sometimes it's associated with power, and maybe so now it's just like if you want to say someone's strong, you make them purple.
Yeah, that's true.
Sometimes, not all the time.
That's true. That's
Everything is
true.
like purple and pink. I'm like, what? Monaca, purple, pink. Like what? Everybody, like it's just yeah, it might not be his intentions. I'm not complaining about it. I just thought it's funny because I'm like I noticed it. I was like, what the hell is with all the pink purple stuff?
Well, speaking of someone who's not purple and pink, would you guys like to see Magetta back in the picture? Like maybe see a Metal Man planet?
He's a cool
Like,
dude. I would love to see him adapted again.
Like kind of more of as a sort of like joke, like not like let's totally give Magenta get character development and
Yeah,
like
but his
totally
his
develop.
feelings are like broken right now. That dude is like crying up a storm. Frost has flies all around him. Botamo feels like shit.
I
Kaba
could
got
I could
sun.
just imagine just like Vegeta being like, "There's a whole planet of those guys." Oh God,
Oh
no.
man, can you imagine like he meets someone that kind of looks like his dad? Wouldn't that be awkward?
Oh,
'Cause, I mean,
yeah,
we don't know who the fuck is like king out there. We don't know what's going on out there. I
that's
mean,
true.
to have a planet not be ruled by someone is kind of like off because it's like, all right, every single like planet, every single like I guess you could say like what's the word I'm looking for here? Uh, well, if you have something that's governed, you need someone to govern it in a way. So
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see what you're
so
saying.
they have a planet with no ruler. It's like, okay, so what's the point of maintaining, peace and order without there being chaos and anarchy?
Yeah, that's true. Can you imagine if Batamo is the one who gets the story and the character development after this? Like he's the one.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Like,
mind because like,
Yeah, the Winnie the Pooh guy. Yep.
yeah, when you hit them, it's like your attacks go somewhere. Where do they go?
oh, that'd be so funny. Can you imagine like Kaba just comes up, Batamo, the reason why he entered the tournament was like to get the money to protect his family from so and so and Goku. Well, I'll go help.
Yeah, right. It's they can go off so much. Like I feel as if like some of these dudes are gonna like befriend each other. I mean, not some of these dudes. I think Goku's gonna be the only one because Vegeta's not gonna want to fucking be friends with nobody. Um,
I don't know.
Separate,
He got
yeah,
cut.
yeah,
he
separate
made one
Kappa.
friend. He made one fucking friend. What are the
He's
odds that
learning. He's learning. He's
we're
learning.
talking about
Imagine like Vegeta
Vegeta?
20 years ago. He would not have gotten
Vegeta
a single friend.
Vegeta
One is
doesn't
better than
even
none.
he doesn't even hold his own son, let alone make friends. When Trunks was a baby, he held him none. Just what did he tell Trunks before he blew himself up? He never once held him as a kid, as a baby. That's sad. And now he's making friends. What a fucking change.
All right, guys, that we're going for an hour here, so uh, this has been our reaction and thoughts to Dragon Ball
Everything
Super.
pretty much Dragon Ball
Everything,
related.
yeah,
We're
everything.
going a lot off topic.
This was our reaction and thoughts to episode 39 Dragon Ball Super and Dragon Ball Super in general. So I will have Unreal ENT Gaming's channel down below. I'll have Mozilla Volpix's channel down below. Mozilla Volpix's reviews coming soon, and you can go click on Alex's channel to go check out his reviews and his other theories as well that he
And I
does
will
on
also
YouTube.
have Mr. Geek Lister and Gabby's channel down in my description below, guys. So make sure you guys subscribe to them, check them out. And if you guys want more hour-long discussion rants, like debates, I guess just obscurities about Dragon Ball, just let us know as well, because this has been something. We literally went from 39 into like this whole realm of like like this whole realm of topics that just have nothing to do with episode 39. But
There's just something about Dragon Ball that just
no, but
makes it
then again,
whenever you
it
talk
kind of
about
makes
it, you
sense because
always
like
go off topic.
most of the things that we talked about have to do with what's coming after 39, like with the whole thing with Zamara and like
Okay,
all
yeah.
these alternatives.
Yeah, that's true. You can kind of call this predictions, I guess, if you want to call it that, or
It's a long
theories,
ass
or
fucking prediction video.
okay, guys, this was our episode. So, till next time.
Peace.